Hello, language learners. Our mission for today is to understand Indian actor Irfan Kahn. This is the Spoken English Code, where we analyze spoken English and learn to understand those native speakers. Irfan Kahn was an actor who starred in many roles in both Bollywood and Hollywood. He made more than 70 films. Unfortunately, he recently passed away at the age of 53. To pass away is a respectful way to say to die. In his tribute, I thought we could learn some English from him today. So first, I will play 30 seconds of him speaking in an interview with no subtitles. Second, we will look at the language piece by piece with subtitles, explanations, and a little commentary from me. In this clip, the interviewer asks him if he feels wiser as he grows older. Let's listen.
I think the age has nothing to do with wisdom. It's just, what kind of life you're leading. And I think sometimes I meet kids who are much more wiser than me. It's just an exposure and your bent of mind. If you are, if you have that bent of mind, and then you definitely seek and you grow. And sometimes you have a tendency or attitude to grasp or, to absorb things. If you have that, then age is not the factor.
Now, if you are not from India, you may think, oh, he has an Indian accent. Let me say one thing about that. There is not one Indian accent. There are many languages in India, and so there are many Indian accents. Just like there are many accents in Great Britain, the United States, and so on. Let's listen to that clip again with subtitles. Irfan uses some interesting vocabulary that we can learn from.
I think the age has nothing to do with wisdom. It's just, what kind of life you're leading.
And are fillers. Typical sounds or words we use while we are thinking.
It's just, what kind of life you're leading.
What kind of life you're leading is another way to say what type of life you're living, how you are living your life. Irfan is saying, it just depends on what kind of life you are living. Notice he doesn't use the word depends on here, but that's what he means. This is very normal in spoken English. We are thinking something, but we may jump a word or two while we are speaking, because we are forming our thoughts. It just depends on became, it's just,
It's just, what kind of life you're leading. And I think sometimes I meet kids who are much more wiser than me.
And I think This is called a sentence fragment. We find this a lot in spoken language. It's when you start a sentence, but then stop, change your idea, and start a new sentence. Like filler words, it's a type of interference or noise. We can just ignore it and start with the next sentence.
I think sometimes I meet kids who are much more wiser than me.
Much more wiser. This more is something extra that we should erase if we were doing an English test at school. We could say this is a little grammar mistake. And let's be clear, Irfan Kahn speaks English very well for learning it as a second language.
Sometimes I meet kids who are much more wiser than me. It's just an exposure and your bent of mind.
It's just an exposure. He means what you are exposed to in your life. You learn from what happens around you. Bent of mind. Okay, when I first heard this, I had to think about it for a moment. It's not an expression that I'm familiar with, but importantly, that doesn't mean that it's wrong. In fact, I searched for it online and I found that many others were using it as well. We always must remember that English is a global language. There are so many different ways of saying things. Bent of mind means something like the way that you see things or interpret things.
It's just an exposure and your bent of mind. If you are, if you have that bent of mind, and then you definitely seek and you grow.
To seek.
Seek.
To seek.
Seek.
To seek means to search for. We use it when we are really trying to search for something that is not easy to find. It's used a lot with deeper thinking, with concepts. I don't seek my keys in my house. We seek happiness. We seek knowledge. We seek love. Irfan Kahn means to seek knowledge so that you grow and become wiser.
And then you definitely seek and you grow. And sometimes you have a tendency or attitude to grasp or,
To grasp.
to grasp or,
To grasp.
to grasp.
To grasp means to understand a concept. To grasp can be used physically. To grasp something in your hands. And in a similar way, you can grasp an idea. You can understand the idea.
And sometimes you have a tendency or attitude to grasp or, to absorb things. If you have that, then age is not the factor.
Okay, to absorb things.
To absorb things.
Like a sponge absorbs water. Here, he means to absorb knowledge and wisdom. To summarize, he is saying that some people search for knowledge and have a way of thinking that helps them become wise. That you don't have to necessarily be old to be wise. I recommend watching interviews with Irfan Kahn. Listening to him speak, you will see that he was a very intelligent and humble person. Or at least, that's the impression that I got from listening to many of his interviews. If you're a fan of Irfan Kahn, let me know if you have the same impression. If you want more videos of international English speakers, let me know in the comments below. Mission accomplished.